If you're looking for a quick butt pain yoga exercise, do these quick and simple poses from your desk or chair and help stop piriformis pain fast. Hi, I'm Helen. I help you to move with more strength and ease with my yoga-inspired classes and techniques so that you can continue to be active in all that you love to do with less pain and more fun. So subscribe if that appeals to you, and we'll get started. Just before we start, if you're suffering with piriformis pain or you think you might have it, I invite you to grab a copy of my free guide, 5 Things You Need to Know to Help Relieve Piriformis Pain, via the link just below. Now, if you've watched some of my recent videos, you'll have heard me attribute piriformis pain syndrome to an overworked piriformis due to underused surrounding hip muscles. Most often, just because as a society we sit more than we naturally should. And whilst it's unrealistic to stop sitting completely, we can avoid sitting for long periods of time without taking an appropriate break. Here's 4 great poses to do every hour or so from your desk. Okay, so standing up. Stand up nice and tall. We want our feet hip width apart, about parallel. Press your feet into the ground. That's going to help you to lengthen up through your spine. Reach the crown of your head up. Relax the shoulders. Maybe roll them back. Hands to the hips. Let's bend the knees. Come into a chair pose here. Press the feet down even more. Imagine you want to pull the feet apart and feel these outer glute muscles switch on when you do that. This is gluteus medius. Let's keep that switching on as we come up and down, just a little bit. So just bending into the knees a few inches up and down. Belly cinches in to support the lower back. So many good things going on here if you've been sitting for a while. Reconnecting to the glutes, toning up there. Reconnecting to the core. And now you can either continue or we can move on to some single leg chair lifts. Lifting one knee, looking forwards, bending into that standing leg. I like to keep hands on the hips to help keep my pelvis level. Now, if you need a little bit of extra support, you could hold onto a wall, maybe a nearby desk or a chair. Go for around a minute on one side and then switch to the other. Now, if this is difficult to either keep your balance or keeping that balancing knee straight, then continue with the chair pose we had first of all. And another really simple, easy one, but so effective to do from our desk. From there, we need a little bit of extra space for this one. We'll start from our chair pose, hands together or on the hips. Press the feet down, pull them apart. Chest is slightly forwards, belly cinches in. Slide one foot all the way back. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, start to drop the back knee. So we're just going to hover it above the ground. Lift. Chest forward, step to the top. Slide the other foot back, lift the chest, drop the knee to a hover, up, forwards, and step back to the top. And you're going to repeat those a few times there. Not going too quickly, because we really want to feel that muscular integration. Reconnecting to some perhaps lazy muscles. It happens to us all if we sit a bit too much. But sometimes we don't have the choice. But we can always make at least a little bit of time to do a pose or two. Great work. And one last thing to finish with, because we've just done 3 great poses to strengthen and tone. The next one, you might lean your hands against a wall or your desk as you walk your feet back and then sink your chest down. So you can imagine my hands are on the edge of my desk here. This offers some great release and opening through the chest, the shoulders, the back, and I get a good stretch across the glutes. is just like downward facing dog, but a little bit higher in the angle. If you want to though, you could just fold all the way forward. So this is not going to take up very much space. The knees can stay as bent as you need them to be. You'll still get a nice bit of re-lengthening through the hamstrings, and definitely a re-lengthening, a stretch across the glutes. And you might take 5 breaths there. When you do come up, bend into the knees and chin through the belly, come halfway, pause, and actually this is a great position in itself, another great option right here. Before you come all the way up. Try those poses today. Don't be shy. If you're in an office, if you're at home, then perfect. You have no excuse. Even just doing one of those poses every now and then, at least every hour, is going to offer you some benefit. Let me know if this was helpful, if it was useful. Let me know when you've tried them down in the comments, and I'll see you again next time. Just before you go, if you've really had enough of piriformis pain and you want to get back to enjoying movement and even sitting again, go and grab a copy of my free guide, The 5 Things You Need to Know to Help Relieve Piriformis Pain, via the link just below.